I want to talk to you a little bit how to get started in the Amazon influencer program. I get this question a lot about how do I get started? Where do I go? What do I do? What even is this? And so I want to just be clear on a couple things to help you understand there's kind of levels to the Amazon influencer program. And I don't think they do that necessarily to gatekeep from everybody, but it is something that they want people to have influence over a group of people or in a social media on a social media platform so that those people will then go and buy. So I'm going to list a couple links below. One is how to get started with the Amazon affiliate program. So an Amazon affiliate is somebody basically who sells or produces content or shares information on an Amazon product anywhere pretty much in the world: blogs, websites, social media pages, email lists, whatever. And then when people buy it, they get a commission, right? So you're an affiliate. Once you hit a certain level or have a certain following, then you become basically what's called an influencer, and you have the availability to creator connections. You have the ability to post videos and receive products for free and start working with sellers and different things like that. Now, you can do that if you're not an Amazon influencer, but within the world of Amazon, that's generally how things go. And so I just wanted to kind of cover a few basic items before, so you understand the difference between the two. So as an Amazon associate, that is kind of open to everyone. So the link below, you can go to the Amazon Associates webpage. You basically start the application process. If you don't already have an Amazon account, you want to make sure that you have one. You'll create one, you sign up, or you can use your existing account. And essentially what you're going to do is you're going to fill out an application that says, hey, I am going to share products on my website, my blog, or social media profiles. Okay. And you need to be pretty honest about where you're going to share those. Amazon is one of, if not the largest company in the world, and they track cookies or they track links and they track clicks and where people are coming from. And this is really, really important, especially if you want to move into the Amazon influencer program. You have to disclose to Amazon where you are putting these links so that they know that these links are being clicked on in a appropriate, fair, and honest way. That's how I first got started. As a teacher, I started a website for my kids and for other teachers on how to use different tools and curriculum and books and all sorts of things. Wasn't super huge, maybe 15 to 20,000 visitors a month. And our core changed, right? So we started teaching new curriculum. This was early 2010, 2009, around there. And there was a suggested book list. And I'm telling this so you understand kind of where this grows from. But there was a suggested book list from the state that I live in, and other states were using this same kind of curriculum, give or take some of the books. So what I started doing is I went and found all of those books on Amazon. I put them on one big, large post, and I basically shared these with the world and said, hey, this is, it was called Common Core, if you've heard of it, or whatever you want to call it, but it was called Common Core. Here's the suggested Common Core reading list. So I went and found all those books, and I put them in a spreadsheet. And I went to the back end of Amazon, and I found all of those books, and then I linked them on my website. So teachers or schools or districts or whoever, even parents, could go to my website, find, oh, this is the suggested reading list for 11th grade students or 12th grade students. They could click on it. And when they clicked on that link, it took them to that book on Amazon. And when the parent or the school bought that book, I got a small commission. And back then it was very small. It was 20 cents, 40 cents, 30 cents, whatever, depending on the book. But for me, you can imagine getting, 15, 10,000, 20,000 visitors a month. I started making a couple, 50, 60, 70, and then it grew and then it grew and then it got bigger. A couple $100 a month from being just an Amazon affiliate where I'm sharing that out. Now, the reason I tell you this is because at some point In this process, you're going to have to provide tax information. So you're going to have to disclose where you live. You're going to have to give your social security. You're going to have to, are you a sole proprietor? Are you an LLC? You don't need to worry about the business part right now. But you're going to have to disclose that, because if you earn so much money, right, the federal government, as you know, is going to take money as your taxes. The cool thing about the Amazon affiliate and Amazon influencer program is you can actually get paid through a bank account. You can get a direct deposit, you can get a check, or you can get an Amazon gift card. I'm at the point now where if I got an Amazon gift card, my wife would go crazy with that Amazon gift card, and I would never see it. But back then, it was, it would come in a couple $100s a month. We would use that to pay for things for our kids. We had younger kids, so we were getting diapers and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, once you have been approved, quote unquote, through the Amazon affiliate program, you can share those links everywhere as long as you've disclosed to Amazon where those are at. So you can share those unique links on a website, a blog, social media. You can create content. You can create reviews, recommendations around the products that you promote. And people do this like everywhere, all over the place. That's kind of the first stage that I kind of would recommend to people. And that's how you get started. The cool thing about Amazon is on the back end, they actually give you rules, guidelines. They have a whole university, creator university on the back end to know about things that you can do, things that you can't do. There are federal laws that require you to disclose whether or not you're getting products for free, whether or not you can get a commission. So on the bottom of my website, I had to have a disclosure that says I may earn money based on, my role as an Amazon affiliate, right? You have to disclose that. That's a federal guideline. The other part too is you have the ability to engage in your specific niche and influence people to buy certain things. For example, Oprah when she had her book club, or Reese Witherspoon when she had her book club. It's all over the place now. There's whole book talks and all sorts of stuff. But back then, when Oprah recommended a book, everybody went out and bought that book. And so people would share that on their Instagram or on their Facebook or on YouTube or wherever, right? And when people would click on that, again, that commission gets sent out. So that's the Amazon affiliate program. That's kind of what I would call the lower level, and not that you can't make money doing that. You can, and there are people that are making a lot of money from that, a lot. Once you get a big enough following on your blog, website, social media, really is what Amazon is looking at this point. And I will tell you, so it's Facebook, YouTube, TikTok are the big three that they're going to look at. Instagram, right? So those, when I say Facebook, I mean Facebook, Instagram as one entity. But you only need one of those social media accounts to be approved. You don't have to have all four to a certain level. So once you're at that point with your social media following, you can apply to the Amazon influencer program. And essentially you need to have a certain number, and it's hard for me to say a number. I've been doing this now for about 2.5 years, and I've heard all sorts of numbers all over the place. I've heard people get approved with 300 followers but super high engagement. I've heard of people having 10,000 followers but low engagement and getting not approved. So just to give you an idea of where I was at, I had about 9,000 followers on my YouTube channel, which was a tech for teachers YouTube channel. And I qualified using my YouTube channel for the Amazon influencer program. So some of you may already be at step 2, and you can kind of skip step 1, which is to build that following. If you already have that, essentially what you will do is you will, and I'll put the link down below again, is you apply for the Amazon influencer program, you log in, you sign in, and you're basically going to follow prompts to apply. The process looks something like this. You're going to be asked to basically create a video of yourself of 3 different products. You want to be in the video, you want to explain the video, you want to answer people's questions about the video. Amazon wants to see that you're a real person and that you can describe, that you can show, that you can share, that you can explain things about this product that would help other people purchase this product. At the end of the day, Amazon wants to make more money. And doing so, when they make more money, you make a little bit more money, right? So when you apply, you're going to choose your platform. So again, it could be Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is. Once approved, and this is the part that everybody talks about, is once you submit your 3 videos, it goes through kind of basically a curation process where somebody on the other side of Amazon looks at that. And it usually takes a few days, maybe a week and a half. It just depends on what's going on with Amazon. Once you're approved, you basically have what's called a storefront. You have a page where all of your videos, reviews of products kind of live. And when you upload a video, Amazon owns the rights to that video, and they can place it anywhere they want on Amazon. They can place it in their ads. They can place it in the Vine. They can place it on the product page. They can place it in the carousels. They can use it, put it in their little shorts that they have on Amazon. Once you submit that video to Amazon, basically they own the rights and they can put it anywhere. They rotate through videos all the time, and this is a little bit more complex and a little more down the end. But once you have your storefront that has all of your products on it, you can create favorite lists, you can create seasonal lists, you can create idea lists. I'm working on one right now of the top 100 albums of all time, right, that I want to share with other people, in my opinion, right, not necessarily billboards, but then you promote your storefront. The cool thing about this is you earn commissions both from what's happening on the Amazon website, but then also what you're sharing off-site. So you'll hear this again as you get into the Amazon Influencer Program. The difference between on-site is on Amazon and off-site is pretty much everywhere else. That could be a blog, could be YouTube, could be Facebook, could be Instagram, could be TikTok, could be a website, could be a newsletter, could be whatever. You still earn commissions when your affiliate links lead to a verified purchase. You have to follow guidelines, the FCC, there's very strict rules on how you do all of that. You can go live. You can actually go live like I am right now. I'm not live, but I can record live and have products and show those. And if you've been on Amazon and seen an Amazon Live before, it's people showing off clothes or skirts or shirts or sweaters or hoodies or tech or all different sorts of things. And all of this really starts from just applying to either the Amazon Associate Program or the Amazon Influencer Program. Once you start regularly creating content that resonates with your followers and highlights products that you use, you start to grow your income. That can start out as a couple $100 a month, then a couple $1,000 a month. And there are creators that are creating 5 figures a month, which is $10,000 a month plus. I have done that once. It was December of 2025. I'm just being honest with you. I had to build up to that. But when you're talking to me, right, as a father, as a full-time job, 7 kids, mortgage, all of those things, as prices has gone up, I've had to figure out other ways to help bring income into my home. And this is one of the ways that I've done it, and it's worked great for me. There are a lot of groups on Facebook. I've recommended some to you if you're watching this, that there are apps that you can get that you can help make this process easier and potentially increase the amount of money that you make each month. I think when you're in a group and you have other people helping you, you grow because you're seeing other people grow. And it's this very tribal, like group of people that are all growing through this together. There are people that have been doing this longer than me. There are people who have been doing less than me. There are people that are more successful than me. There are people that are less successful than me. Really, my goal for this whole thing is to help others get into the program and get that extra money every month for whatever it is. Originally, just for me, was to help my sons pay for college, or to go on the senior trip, or to visit another country, or to play after school sports in a competitive soccer league or whatever. And now it's turned into something where it's like, okay, this is really a thing. Anyway, if you have questions, please leave comments below. This was pretty detailed about how to do that. I will leave links in the description of how to apply for the Amazon Associate Program and also the Amazon Influencer Program. If this video was helpful for you and you found value in it, I would love for you to like and subscribe. It lets me know, like, oh, okay, I should make more videos like this that are kind of step by step. And maybe your learning style is reading, and I'm working on that right now as kind of a written format to do all of this. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you.